break just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the New York Giants. Saints, Will Lutz has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. A give to Barkley out of the gun. Barkley a first down and more. He's at the 40, the 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Boy, we've had some great running backs in the NFL the last decade or so. As Saquon Barkley might be among the smoothest of them all. What a heck of a run right there.
And that's why he's one of the best running backs in the game today, because this run combined all the elements. Started with patience, and he was just waiting for the right lane to materialize. Then once he saw it, he used his speed and escapability in tandem and turned this into a tremendous play.
Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
That's the score, Giants 7, Saints 0. Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. They'll get this out to Kamara. Room here to run. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
That's good for a Saints. First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Prescott. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Wide open receiver, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. To the air again, Prescott. Flush to his right. This is caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
Well, Brandon, obviously no panic in them. They gave up the touchdown. You know, their defensive side did that. But he's already taken them back downfield. I love this field general that they've got. It's almost like he went to the defensive captain and said, don't worry about it. We've got you. Now they got 1st and goal.
Yeah, we're seeing punch, counter punch, and this could be setting the table for quite the game.
I like that. Let's go ahead and put it in the boxing ring, right? You're going to get hit sometimes. Can you respond and hit back? And they're trying to do exactly that.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And now a 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And it's caught. He's got it. So they go for 2. They convert, and along with it, they'll take an 8-7 lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taking it about the 1. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. But, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Jackson from the shotgun. That's complete to Tony.
Jackson's pass complete to Kadarius Toney. A gain of 9 yards. And the Giants 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 89 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 37-yard line.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Jackson. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
They'll run with Barkley. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. Just enough push up front. He only needed about 6 inches. He didn't get a whole lot more than that.
No, but he made sure he got enough so they didn't have to worry about measuring it or making it even close. Ends up picking up a couple of yards in a situation, as you noted, where he only needed inches.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's Jackson. He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Ricky Seals-Jones, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes this a 14-8 ball game.
14, Saints 8. Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
Gano now following the touchdown, here to kick it away. Taysom Hill to return it.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
On 2nd and 10, Prescott. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 40.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And again, it's Prescott. And the catch made by Johnson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
18 yards. That's another Saints 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
14, Saints 8.
A first down throw for Prescott. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And down inside the 15 he goes. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Another Saints first down.
From the red zone now, Prescott. On the move to his left. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Juwan Johnson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints, if they convert the extra point, they'll have the lead. So here now is Prescott as his guys will go for the 2-point conversion. They'll look to throw. And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So 2 successful 2-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides of this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal.
There he goes, left side.
Bring in the second
Touchdown, Giants. So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
And that's his 2nd touchdown run of this game, and this one, add a high degree of difficulty to it as well. I'm absolutely marveling at how effortless he makes this look. I mean, let's face it, he had a long way to go. But how about the vision, the creativity with the football in his hands? It's really something to watch.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats.
Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. The dangerous Hill now to return. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
D.D. Westbrook on the return. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. That's right. Hey, 47. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. Hey, bro, Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. It's our time. It's our time.
Now Prescott. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Check 31, check 31. Here we go, 46.
first down. Prescott. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Saints have retaken the lead. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. Here's Prescott. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taking it about the 1. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
176 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
At the 21-yard line.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's a give to Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. The Giants send out their punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10.
37-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Play action now. Prescott. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6. So here now is Prescott as his guys will go for the 2-point conversion. Throwing, Prescott. complete at the 1. And he is not going to get to the goal line. And for the first time here this afternoon, they are thwarted on the two-point conversion. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This one fielded at the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. Now Jackson. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Short throw, pick six right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Lutz good on the extra point. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From the 6. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds.
First down, New York.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll make this a 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 25-yard line.
Here's Jackson to throw. That'll be caught. It's Toney. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got it 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
They go play action now. Jackson rolling to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. A handoff to Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 3rd and goal, Jackson. And it's caught. Touchdown. Saquon Barkley as the first half is winding down. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Jackson here is going to look to throw. And this is going to be caught, so they do get it. And the 2 points, now they're back down to a 1-score deficit. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with an 8-point lead, probably not too much of an impetus to try and do too much here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Thomas brings it in. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't. Too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator, but my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Prescott. He's going to air one out. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Final play of the half. Prescott eluding the pressure right. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Yeah, Coach, certainly no shortage of action in those first two quarters. Definitely got to work on my touchdown calls, so we'll see how much voice I have left for the second half here. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. On the return, Deontay Harris.
Deontay Harris on the return. The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
One play has them to the 37 here for first and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And his throw here's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
First down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They'll throw again. Prescott. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Saints, first down. First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Looking to throw. Prescott. Here's a diving catch right side.
That's another Saints first down. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Dancing to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Saints take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. On 3rd down, Jackson. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
4th down, here's Jackson. Flush to his right. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. Now the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. After the interception, here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. It was the safety blitz that ultimately did the job, and they're going to credit him with a sack. After the sack on first down, Jackson going deep downfield for Ross. It got his man complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Kadarius Toney, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead.
New play.
Now Sean Payton going to say, let's go for 2 on this one. They'll try and throw for it. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. And that almost makes it a brand new ball game. Now it's a 1-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the 2-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their 2-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
The return man is Hill.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
At the 30-yard line.
Prescott off play action. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
And I think this is what the early proponents of the forward pass were thinking about. Get it to a receiver and have him do some work afterwards in order to create the big play we just saw there.
And the next-gen stats show us the tale of how much yardage he was able to tack on after the catch. So here now is Prescott as his guys will go for the 2-point conversion. They'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation. The
Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminating touch.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big connection on that one. 35 yards.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Ross. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Jackson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They're down 2 scores, and they need a quick one to try and get back into this one. That was one way to try and get it done. Unsuccessful in the attempt, but they have no choice but to keep trying.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 29.
Oh, my goodness.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.